every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 299th day of my challenge where I'm gonna try for the very first time Laura's, what was the name? Balsamic Glazed Roasted Acorn Squash. I'm so excited to be here today because this is my new Lithuanian kitchen. I moved countries again from Turkey to Lithuania. It took us a while to find this flat and to settle in, but finally I'm in the place where I have all my pots and pans, well, almost, and I'm so ready to start again trying out the recipe. So if you're curious to see how it goes trying out this recipe in general for the very first time in my beautiful kitchen, thank you for watching. We're gonna need one large or half of a huge one acorn squash, seeded and cut horizontally into about 1.5 centimeter slices, 1 sprig of fresh rosemary, stem removed and leaves minced, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, salt and pepper, and some balsamic glaze for serving. The first thing I'm gonna do is turn on my oven to preheat to 230 degrees because that will take a good 10 minutes. Well, I'm guessing. I haven't tried it yet, but usually that's how long it takes for an oven to preheat. And then I want to prepare a baking sheet by lining it with some aluminum foil. And onto this questionably lined baking sheet, I'm gonna lay my acorn squash slices in one nice even layer. Okay, so here are my 2 baking sheets. My acorn squash was just really big, and mind you, it was just a half. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna divide everything what's left minus the balsamic glaze among these 2 trays. So that's the olive oil, rosemary, chili powder, salt and pepper. And once I sprinkle everything here, I'm gonna be sure to toss it around carefully so that I don't break the aluminum foil, so that everything is nicely coated. You know what? I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more of olive oil just because I feel like, well, you know, I have 2 trays of the squash. And now this goes into the oven for 1 hour. Halfway through, I'm gonna take out the trays and I'm gonna flip the pieces over so that they roast evenly. And in addition to that, I'm gonna just switch the placement of the trays as well, again for the same exact reason, so that everything roasts evenly. If I had 1 tray, I would just put it in the middle of the oven. Now I'm gonna put it in the the lowest level, and then not the second but the 3rd level. I'm gonna try from the whole plate because, I mean, why not? I'm in my own home and I'll share this with my husband. I'm sure he won't mind. Wait, do I eat the skin? I think maybe I will leave it out at the first bite. This looks appetizing. It really does. It's so soft. Oh my god. Oh, I just remembered. I was planning to take a glass of milk. Oh boy, this is spicy. You know what? Without a glass of milk, I'm not taking another bite. One sec. Oh my goodness. Because it was an hour ago, I forgot that I put a very generous amount of chili powder, which actually the taste is amazing. This spiciness with the softness, well, it is soft, but I meant sweetness of the squash. They just really complement each other really well. But okay, let me try another bite. But if you cannot eat spicy food, I mean, add only a teeny tiny bit, because it will still make a difference, I feel like, but you can also leave it out, I guess. Okay. The taste is really good. I wish I could eat spicy food. This is really tasty. It is, I can see this being as a side dish 4 times. 1 second, milk break. On times when you would serve maybe either grilled veggies or even mashed potatoes, or any potatoes in any kind of form and shape, this is very like mild. It's not very pumpkiny, if that makes sense. So it's really like, I feel like it's hard to not please someone with this. I mean, like, even picky eaters, I feel like, would eat this. And for vegetarians, I mean, seriously, come on, look at this. Somehow, where is it? The balsamic glaze I had in Turkey and Iran, they were way thicker. This one, I feel like, is a little bit more liquidy. And also, there's them being hot, so it just kind of melted. But, I mean, this is really good. I'm gonna make a vegetarian dinner with this. I have some buckwheat with some butter and caramelized onions. I think I'm gonna just quickly toss some coleslaw salad, and I mean, I will be satisfied with that. So while this is still warm, which is not a usual thing on my channel, filming recipes and then doing all the things in between, it makes the food not really warm. So I want to rush and have my dinner while it's still hot. And if you would like to first, wait, compare. I wish they were a bit more caramelized though. This is Laura's version. As you can see, because her acorn squash was smaller, you can really see those like ridges really nicely. Mine was way bigger, so I just cut that in half and then I sliced it up. So you kind of can see, but not as prominently, those pretty ridges. And because I had 2 baking sheets, I feel like they didn't, like, I don't know, what do you call caramelize? I feel like whenever you actually burn something and then you call it caramelized. I wish they were more burned. Because these 2 or 3 pieces, they're calling my name. I love seeing charred parts. Oh, it's so good. So anyways, this is my first try. This is Laura's. As you can see, hers is really way more caramelized. If you want to try this recipe out, check the description box down below for both American and the metric systems, whichever you're using. I got you covered. And that will be it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was fun and helpful, and I will see you soon.